Hey guys, it's Nicole here. I am going to do a video recipe, Ketofied, and I have lost a little over 100 pounds doing the keto diet, so I'm going to show you some stuff that I ate along the way. This is a good one. This is a soft pretzel that's keto. So I'm going to try to get this video in before I leave for work. I'm going to show you what we need. It's easy. This is an easy recipe, and it's you can double it, of course. I'm showing you how to make the recipe that I'm giving you with the amounts is for 2 pretzels, okay? So let me show you what you're gonna need. Okay, so you're gonna need some baking powder, cayenne, optional, but it's not a lot, so it's not real spicy. Garlic powder and onion powder, some cream cheese that is softened, an egg. Okay, mayo is gonna be your fat, well, one of your fats. More of a dairy, I guess, to give some moistness. So you could use, I've used ricotta cheese, you can use sour cream. I'm going to use the mayonnaise. Parm, and this nice lovely grated in the container works better than freshly for this recipe. Some almond flour and some shredded cheese. And again, I'm using my beloved Chihuahua. Or you can shred it yourself and you can use any cheese you want. All right, let's get started. Okay, so what we have here is I put my dry ingredients, I weighed it, in my bowl. I needed 5 ounces of almond flour, so I just weighed it instead of getting a measuring cup. A tablespoon of parm, a half a tablespoon of baking powder, and then I put a half a teaspoon each of garlic powder, onion powder, and cayenne, and then a egg white. That's what's in here. So that's my little dry ingredients. Now what I'm going to do is show you with the wet ingredients. I'm going, well, damp ingredients, I guess you would say. I'm going to measure 3/4 of a cup of shredded cheese, which is 6 ounces, and a half an ounce of soft cream cheese. So let me show you how to do that real quick. Okay, so I'm going to weigh out 6 ounces of cheese, and you can just measure 3/4 of a cup. I already dirtied my measuring cup. So I'm going to do, what did I say, 6 ounces, right? Almost. Okay, 6 ounces of cheese, so I'm a little over at 6.3. And a tablespoon of cream cheese. Which should come out to almost a half an ounce. Let's see. I think I went over a little bit, but we'll see. That's a little over, but you know, we'll go with it. This come out to, instead of a half of an ounce, it came out to a little bit, almost 3/4 of an ounce. But we're going to let it go. This is making your dough, so it's okay. It's not like baking a cake where everything has to be exact. And if you're a little over, you're okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to microwave the cheese mixture for about 30 seconds. Stir it, microwave it again another 30, and you're going to keep doing that till it's melted. So let me show you what I've got when I'm done. Okay, so I did mine for about 45 seconds, and you see how it's melted on the edges. So I'm going to stir this up, and the residual heat will melt the rest of it. So let's do that. And this is your beautiful dough. Now, here's the thing. We've got the cream cheese. We're going to add some mayo or sour cream for moisture. It's not much. It's like a tablespoon of it. You actually can get by without adding it. I just think it makes it taste a little creamier on the inside, doughier. Okay, so I'm going to do that real fast. That's just extra fat. That's it. Okay. So there's that. So we've got the dough, we've got the dry ingredients, we've got our dough, and that is perfect. Look how, can you see how doughy that is? Look, it's dough. It's straight up dough, but it's cheese. Okay, so we've got all that together. Now we're gonna add the dough to the dry ingredients. And it's hot, so just get it coated. There you go. And we'll get that going. And you know, stir it up, knead it up, whatever you want to do. We're getting there. So it takes a minute to do this. So just keep kneading like I'm doing until all of the dry is incorporated into the dough. And you're actually going to have an even drier dough. You'll see. So hang on. Let me get this mixed up and I'll show you what we got. Okay, I'm still kneading it. And look, it's coming to a nice little ball. And honestly, I converted this recipe and I cut it to make only 2 pretzels. We may get 3 out of this, so it'll be less carbs than I thought, because this made a lot more dough than I anticipated. So you knead it up. You see your hands are greasy. Okay. Now we're going to just let this rest for maybe 30 seconds. Let the cheese firm back up, the fats coagulate a little bit more, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what you're going to do. Okay, so we let this rest for about 45 seconds, and I'm cutting it into 3. I think I'm going to try to get 3 pretzels out of it. 3 wedges of dough. And then this is what you're going to do. You will be a grease monkey, but roll it into a snake. Remember when you were little, or when you had your kids are little, you rolled out the Play-Doh. That's what we're doing. Okay, just roll it out. Try to get it, see if it starts to fall apart, it's literally easy to work with because you just glue it back together. I say glue it, just squeeze it back together. Try to get it, I don't know, I'm not good on measurements here, you see that, right? But get it the size that you want it. I mean, if you like a thick pretzel, I kind of wanted a little thin one. Okay, see? Look, I'm glad that happened. So you see it broke apart, you just squeeze it back together. Okay. Give it a good squeeze. And there you go. Make a little heart. Put it on your paper. There you go. Next. Oh, we're going to get 3. I'm so excited. Okay. Roll it back out. We'll do one more on camera, and then I'll do the last one. You get the idea. Keep rolling. Kind of push down and spread. I don't know. They're really easy. And you know, and the good thing about it is if you jack it up, who cares? It's going to taste good. So if you want to make this into a square, go for it. Okay. I honestly think we could have got 4 out of half the recipe. How funny is that? You have a recipe that's supposed to make... Yeah, I'm going to cut this in half. See? You could just play with it. I'm going to try to get 4 because I feel like they're too thick. I mean, if you like a really big pretzel, but it's not needed. It's not like it's your dinner. It's just a little treat. Okay. Let's see if we can get 4. I think we will. Oh, how funny. So I'm going to have to convert the carbs for you and tell you what the original recipe was. And okay, there you go. Pretzel. There's number 2. You see my pretzels? Aren't they fun? Okay, I'm going to go try to roll out the last 2 and see if I can get 4, and then I'll be back to show you what we've got. Okay, I did. I got 4 out of our mixture. So 4 pretzels, okay? They're not the most beautiful, but they are going to be yummy. So I'm going to take my egg wash, which is just the egg yolk that we didn't use when we mixed the mixture up, and just a little sprinkle of water. So and this is just going to help it get golden. So just wipe your dough. And then at this point, you can do whatever. If you want to make these sweet, do cinnamon sugar with Lakanto or Swerve, you know, a keto-friendly sweetener. You could do just salt. If you like salted ones, at this point, the world is your oyster. You do whatever you want to do. I am going to do everything bagel. If you haven't figured this out, I do make sweets. I'm going to make another video here in a minute of a cake, but I prefer savory. So I'm going to just sprinkle with my everything bagel seasoning. And isn't that awesome? Look at that. Beautiful soft pretzels. Okay, and I'm going to stick these in a 350-degree oven. I'm going to say about 12 to 15 minutes. I'm going to start checking after 10. And they will be golden and brown and not as golden as a real pretzel because, you know, remember they don't have real flour in it, and gluten. But it's going to be golden brown and still soft. So let's put these in. I'll let you know exactly how long I cook them for. Pretzel check. They are looking absolutely delicious. I am so impressed. They're not done yet though. Just wanted to show you what they looked like. I'm going to turn my pan around. I don't know. I think my oven cooks more in the front than the back, so then I have to rotate my food. Okay, we'll be back when they're finished. Absolutely perfection, and they're huge. Look, they're the size of my hand. They're delicious looking. I haven't tasted them yet, so I'm going to have my husband and my son come taste them since I devoured my whole cake that I made you like a dummy. Okay, let me get my husband and my son, and we'll see what they think. All right, so got their little side mustard on the top. All right, let's see what you guys think.
Guess we're sharing. Tastes good.
Good?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is it like a soft pretzel?
Definitely is soft.
It's definitely like a soft pretzel. The outside doesn't have the super hard chew, but it has a good chew and good crunch. So it's kind of in between. It's really good. It's definitely
good.
bread.
Good. Look how nice they look. And you could make them sweet too, right? Cinnamon sugar.
Do these have cheese in them?
Yes.
Yeah. You can taste the cheese. They're good.
We just were figuring something out, and I'm so happy. I'm so proud of these. They're so good. I had a taste off camera, even though I said I wouldn't. So we were figuring it out. As large as these are, you would have to eat 20 of these to equal the same amount of carbs that you would get in one mall soft pretzel. What? Yummy. Again, you're welcome. My son just dropped a soda can.
Sorry, I was trying to be quiet.